All right, Madam Chair, you are live to the public.
Thank you all. We're going to do a quick call around. So this is a meeting of the traffic work group. And Joe, are you in attendance? Alton, Captain Alton?
I am here. Sorry, I was looking up that stuff real fast, but yes, I am here.
Okay. Louis Campion, you're there?
Yes.
EJ?
Here.
Roger, and then myself, Paul Ishak. I don't believe he's able to attend. He's on the road, as is David Glenn, but both have provided comments to the chair. So I'm gonna kick it off first with the approval of the minutes. Do I have somebody to
I will make a motion to approve. Oh, sorry.
Good.
That's perfect. So I'll second whoever, I think is Louis just made a motion.
Okay. Louis and Joe, and everyone approved. Aye.
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 Okay. Next, review of the draft ordinance. I've asked Adam to put the draft ordinance up on the screen so we can all see it.
Yep, just give me 1 second.
This will be the ordinance that we will present to City Council with our recommendations.
Apologize. Just 1 more second.
Okay.
Sorry. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, you should be able to see the document on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
See it? First is, I'm trying to get to it. I'm not sure how to do this.
Are you looking for the Glenn suggestion?
Yeah, I'm like trying to
So-
toggle these things.
So I think I have to scroll.
He said that it is the third whereas.
So it would be this one. I believe this is what he has. He wants some edits to, but I've highlighted.
Yeah, and he'd like to have whereas on August 23rd, 2022, which is wrong, it should be 2023. The board,
No, no.
go ahead.
That was a year ago.
Oh, a year ago. The board voted and took a position that a review of the whereas ordinance should be initiated to determine if the installation of a monitoring system for the enforcement is warranted. I'm not completely sure.
That motion was verbatim of the motion that was made and approved by that commission or that advisory board.
Oh, that was the Street and Traffic Advisory Board.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, I mean, my recommendation, if you want to conform to his recommendation, would be to probably remove both of these whereas clauses.
I think what he has recommended is cutting out of the whereas where it says the city has such a problem and basically just picking up with review. That, that the board voted and took the position that, and then he just goes to, that a review, and he picks up the review right there. So essentially he's scratching all of the quoted remarks up to
The word that.
yes.
So Adam, take it a little bit further. One more word.
Right here.
Correct. Is
All right.
everybody okay with that edit?
Except for he's just saying a review as opposed to the review, right? So you might just say a, and then after that, Adam, like where it says position that, put a and then quote, and then start with review.
So it would look like this
And
With
you
the-
delete the
under-
stuff.
with the
Yeah,
underline being deleted.
Well, you delete the city, yeah, has
Okay.
such a problem, yeah.
Yes. Okay, can I have I'm gonna assume that Dave made that suggestion, so we need a motion and a second to make that change, if everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, I've read it, and after reading his, I understand it better now, so I'll make the motion that we accept the changes submitted by member Glenn as written. Does that sound right?
Yep.
I do apologize, actually, because I was wrong. There are some other edits in there, not to open that up, Captain,
fine.
so I'm sorry.
Yep.
Well, let's go with this one. Are we okay so far with the deletion of that? I think it's okay. I'm good with that. Everyone good?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Let's delete it.
Okay, everybody, I'll say aye.
Aye.
Doing
Aye.
again? Okay. So, Louis, can you see what other change he suggested in
Yeah,
that where?
so right where he says a review, okay, what he basically says is took the position that a review of the current ordinances should be initiated. A review of the current ordinances, so that's consistent, but then after ordinances, he says should be initiated
Okay,
after ordinances, Adam, so you know.
So that becomes a little problematic because I'm quoting directly from what
Yeah,
the other body spoke a year ago. I mean, if we can do that, but we got to take it out quotation marks.
that's what I completely understand that. I'm not suggesting one or
Okay.
the other. I'm just looking at the
I got you.
language that he had provided.
Yeah, so I think, and again, I know he's not on here, but I think in my reading, I guess, what I'm understanding is based off of his version or the revision of it is he is drafting the ordinance off of the work that we've done. So we know what the resolution was, which created us, but then obviously in that process, we've now gotten to this ordinance. And so that's why I think he's drafting it with the wording, because it's the work that we had to do. Obviously, a review of the current ordinances, should be initiated and to determine if it was warranted or not. So, and I know that was a quick summarization of what he said, but I think that that's what he's trying to accomplish.
so I personally feel whereases in legislation are extremely important because it leaves behind the proverbial breadcrumbs for people so that they could go back, say in 10, 20 years and figure out all the pieces that it took to get to that decision.
Mhm.
So I think it's very important to reference what the Street and Traffic Safety Advisory Board recommended and their quote. I think that's very important. I understand where he was trying to go, to shortening it. But I think we've accomplished what he wanted to do. with the edit that we have, the way that we, by shortening it the way that it is now. I'd feel most comfortable just not touching it a lot more.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the language that we have in place right there that's on the screen.
Okay,
It's got to be consistent when people pull those minutes. The two
Yeah.
got to be in alignment here.
yeah, you have to be able to follow the breadcrumbs. Okay, so, the next comment that he made, and absolutely it will be a part of it, is to include, the attachments.
Mhm.
So when we put the resolution in, it'll have the presentation as well as all the attachments, with it. Right, Adam?
Yep. And pre-agenda just met this afternoon. I just got back from that, and I requested on this body's behalf that not only this ordinance goes on the agenda, but also the presentation.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, and so the other comments that we received were from Paul.
Okay.
And his recommendation is to reference the state law.
Yeah, so I took the chapter law citations out and I put the annotated citations in.
Okay, and that's the state law that gave Hartford County approval to even pursue this in the first place. to
That's
pursue-
my understanding. And then when I was in the code, I did see it mentions Hartford County. The city attorney will also verify that.
Okay,
But it's section 24-111.3 of the annotated code.
okay.
So I
And
put that citation in. If that citation is not correct, the city attorney can blue book it better.
if everybody's okay with it, let's do that as a friendly amendment because it really is just an edit. Is everybody's okay with that?
Yeah, it's again, yeah, if there's a dot or a digit that just needs to be changed, I think that's perfect.
Okay. So Paul's reference. What is that called? Is it citation, right?
Yeah, this is a citation to the annotated code.
Yeah, so, or I was gonna say it's section, so yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he went, if you want to page down, his
Yeah.
other comment was in regards to this last paragraph, but that is to be, is that to be removed?
That's to
Adam?
be removed from current code. So we can't really, it's got to be verbatim.
Yeah. Doesn't it get struck out if it's removed though?
Under our formatting, it's usually bracket and bold, but when Tabby makes this in a proper fit and form, it'll be more obvious.
Okay. So those are the comments that were received prior to the meeting. Does anybody have any other changes that you would like to see made to this ordinance? And Louis, this is where we're really like leaning on you two to make sure that there's consistency throughout the state.
Yeah, no, I did not have any edits. I'm comfortable with what we have presented.
Okay.
Okay.
Joe, you good?
Yep, I'm good.
EJ?
All good.
Okay, so I am now looking for a motion to approve as edited.
I'll make a motion to approve as edited the ordinance that's drafted.
Thank you, Joe. I need a second.
Second.
Louis? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. So with that, we will put this all together, package it up. I'll do the presentation at the city council meeting. It is filmed. If you're interested in it, if you would like to attend, you're highly encouraged to come. We always love people coming. I'll probably even pull you in to say something if you're there, EJ, Joe.
Which, that was just gonna be my question is, so I heard Adam say that it's obviously been placed in the agenda, but I didn't get the date. Which one is it gonna be?
August 7th,
Thank you.
it'll be introduced.
Okay,
So basically, this body, this is your, ordinance that you drafted, and then at that point, it becomes the council's.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. And, it's the presentation that we, made edits to. That's what we'll be showing. And we'll have all the attachments to it. Adam, I'll come in on Friday and print everything out.
Okay.
So that we can, give everybody's packages and, I'll be anal retentive with little tabs in it. And
I can share obviously Tammy Brinkman already has this, but I'll give her the presentation as well.
okay. Great. Do we share the the presentation isn't get shared on the, I guess it needs to be.
It's an exhibit.
It's an exhibit. Okay. So do you want me to do work on it beforehand? Like
If you can by Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll give her the first exhibit tomorrow, and then we'll give her the second exhibit by Wednesday. Sometime Wednesday.
Okay.
But I don't think there's many edits to the presentation.
There shouldn't be really any except
Okay.
for the date. I'll work on it tonight
Okay.
after I get the grocery store. And I'll send it to you. So you get
Okay,
it at
thank you.
7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. That's it.
All right.
Thank you all so much, truly. I really appreciate all your help in getting this to a good place. And we'll go from there. So with that, I need a motion to adjourn.
All right, I'll make that too. I'll make a
Good
motion.
job, Joe. Okay, who's next? Come on, EJ.
Second.
Yeah, thank you. Everyone in favor? Aye? Anyone
Aye.
nay? That's it. Thank you all and
Thanks,
have a
everybody.
good day. Whoop.